Hi guys, welcome to VLOGMAS day 22. For this video, I'm going to be filming a how to edit on your computer. I'm going to put a time marker, it'll be right here for all the stuff and where to find it, and so then you can just go to that spot and you're good. And it'll also be in the bio. It'll be down there. Got it? Good. So to begin, the editing software that I use for my computer is going to be Lightworks. I know some people use iMovie when they're starting out, but this one is a free software. It's really helpful because I don't want to spend money and I don't got any money. There you go. The only bad thing about it is that the quality isn't as good as it could be. 720 instead of 1080, so it's not like it's super bad. And that's fine with me because I don't really care that much. Why are you looking at me?
Oh, she's a little awkward little girl.
In case you didn't know, my sister's over there. And so what you're going to do is you want to look up on Google, look up Lightworks, and then it's going to be your first link. The URL code will be like right here. Stop!
I love making you awkward.
And then you're going to go to download on the website. You're going to either download the 32-bit or the 64-bit. I don't really think there's a difference. I don't know. It might be a little bit different than the version that I have. There you go. Now you have an editing software for free. That works pretty well. Next thing is going to be how to import videos and photos. Basically what I do is I use an SD card because I film with my camera. But if you were to film with your phone and you want to import the videos from your phone to your computer, you can import it through Google Photos, which is a really good app to save photos to. First thing you're going to do in order to start this editing process is going to be log in and create an account. It's free, and the only thing is it'll be like, oh, your thing expired, but not really. You just have to sign in again. After you import your files, you're going to move it to a folder. It's got to either be in documents, videos, pictures, music, or desktop. And so there's 4 tabs at the top. There's log, edit, VFX, which I think just is effects, and then there's an audio tab. So the log tab is for when you are importing the videos onto the computer, and you want to do this by creating a link. So you're going to click twice on the thing, or you can just click it and hit import at the bottom, and then you're good to go and your video is imported. After this, you go to the edit tab, and this is where you do most of the work. There's some simple commands that you have, and I'll put them up on the screen. This is probably one of the best videos too in terms of Lightworks, because I don't really think there's like many videos about it. I mean, there is some if you look it up online, but they're not as like, okay, here's the basics, you know what I mean? So here you go, you're welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot.
I know.
Oh, and then auto track sync. Basically, if you're importing a video, you want the audio and the video to be in sync. So when you drag it, it stays together, but if you want to get rid of the audio, you have to uncheck that. And then they will be separate and you can get rid of the audio. In the edit tab, there's a little bar, and it has a move backwards, which means it's gonna go to the very front of whatever the segments you have in the thing. And then there's a nudge one, which will literally just go 1 frame back. And this is good when you're trying to get tiny little edits and you have to zoom in really close and then chop it at a certain. And then there's a play button, obviously. And then they have this Q marker, the green Q marker. Basically, you can add a note or something if you're editing and then you need to stop and you want to remember something. Then there's a remove the mark section, and then there's a delete the section. The difference between that is going to be you can delete it right there and not move anything else, or you can delete it and move everything that's behind it forward. And then there's the record a voiceover, which I don't use because it just doesn't sound good, so I don't use that. If you want to voice record, I would suggest using your phone. And then I think that's it for editing. There's settings, graphs, and routing. Routing, I don't really know how to use it that well, so I don't really bother using it. The graphs, I don't even know what that is. The settings has color correction, which basically you can put like filters on your videos. So I'll put on the screen the one that I use, that I like, that I kind of just came up with on the spot. It looks pretty nice, so I just use it. You know what, I'm not a professional, don't come at me if it doesn't look perfect. But that one I like. if you hit the plus sign on the effects tab to the left, there's a color tab, which is like color correction. There's a DVE tab, which basically is zooming in and zooming out. There's 2D DVE, and then there's 3D DVE. Then they've got like the flip and the flop one. In case you import a file and it happens to be upside down, you just flip it. You ever feel stupid, Tor? Because now that I'm making this video, I actually like know stuff in my life. Then they've got chroma key, which I think has to do with, well, this is the
Isn't
keyframe.
that a disease?
No. The keyframe.
I think you have.
Shut up. They have keyframe, which is basically, I think, green screen, and I don't really know how to use this.
Go, 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 go.
Then they have the matte one, which does color bars and color matte, and that's pretty easy. There's just so much stuff that I don't know if I'm gonna cover it all. Then they've got the mix tab, which I don't really know what it does.
What if you married somebody who's like William the Third?
That's disgusting. You sound like you're in England. Hello, my name is William the Third. Can you imagine? Your kid's gonna be a brat. And if you're the William the Third, sorry. What, would you do it? Would you do it? Do you want him William the Third?
Depends on the name.
And then there's stylized, which has like blurs and stuff. So like the big blur, the titles, which the only ones I actually use is gonna be the crawl, roll, and then the regular titles. The crawl one will crawl like this. So like I'll put a text right now. And then the roll one will go up. So like, and then the titles one just stays still, and it just stays there, and it looks cute. So you can edit those, and I don't have to show you because you could just look at the tabs, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Most of it's pretty self-explanatory. The only hard thing to learn is the zooming in and zooming out, which requires a 2DV. And basically, if you want to do that, you're gonna use a little timer thing, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna add the effect. You're gonna click the timer dude. And so at the last frame, you're gonna have to hit the big arrow and the smaller arrow, and then you're gonna have to zoom in, and then it'll slowly zoom in until it gets to the end of the clip. Final things is gonna be audio. If you want to get something from YouTube, like a sound effect or something, because sound effects are kind of hard to find, and the easiest way that I do them is YouTube, would be this link right there, right there. Okay, I'll put the link in the bio so you can click it. But this website is pretty good. It's a little bit sketch, just a little bit, but does a job. Like if it opens up another tab, click out of the tab as soon as possible, because I think it like uploads a virus or something. But like it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Like it'll be fine. That link is pretty good. It downloads the YouTube videos. Oh, and then adding pictures, you just need another video file, and then you can add it, like add the picture on the track, add the DVE, and then you can zoom in, zoom it out, and then like, yeah. Literally, it's like hard to explain, but it's easy to do. Then we have music. You're gonna get it from the YouTube library, most likely, because it's copyright free and you can use it in your YouTube videos. I'll leave a couple of my favorite audios. They'll be right here. These are my favorites. I use them for my videos. They're pretty good, because some of them are really cheesy on there. But there's good ones too. And they have sound effects on there too if you want to look through that, but I don't like looking through that. It's kind of out of the blue because it's supposed to be in the effects tab, but I didn't mention it. So if you watch to this point, now you get an extra thing for the effects. If you want to get more fonts for your computer, what you can do is go to dafonts.com, DAFONT.com. Put the link right there. It's right there. It's also in the bio. This is fun. I like to be like, oh, it's right there. But then like in reality, it's gonna cause me to have to like edit and like put it in. So nice job, Grace. Making yourself do more work. They got all these fonts for you to choose from. So they got a ton of fonts. All you have to do is download it, and then you're gonna install it to your computer, and you're all good. And it's really nice because then you can add more fonts. Okay, next thing, how to export this. This is pretty easy. You use the two markers, you get the whole entire segment that you want. You click, click, and then you right click, and you hit export, and there's two ways to do it depending on your version. There's the YouTube one, or there's the MP4 free one, which is in the media files. The other one I think is in web. Yeah, Yeah, it's in the web. Alright, that's that. Alright, that's it. I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe. Anyways, that's it. Okay, bye!